Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to Steins. I had to take a few days off because I did in fact get the flu this week. Great. It was a little minor one, maybe a throat thing, congestion, what's it called? Mucus bomb, sneezes, stuff like that. It was great. Not so much. I'm on the recovery end of this, and I know I feel like I was right at the end, and I regret that I couldn't have played it right away. But it was immediately downhill from Monday to Thursday or so. So I'm going to reload this. I just did the beginning part here, but I got into a coughing fit. It was receiving email. I feel like I also did this at the end of the last run, but I sort of don't remember how I slid into this part. But this is the Mayuri email about Orion. Seeing Orion last night, it was really pretty. I hope you were looking up at the same time, because then it would be like we were close by, even if we were really far away. Stars are romantic if you think like that, aren't they? And at the same time, we'll reply with this. Yeah, I saw it too. First night in a while I've had time to look up at the stars, but I don't think it was Orion. That's a winter constellation. And we're going to send it away. All right, now we are back to where we left off. Now, I know things were crazy. They got pretty crazy, but I'm sort of missing a bit of the bridge, the narrative bridge, and I hope I come back around relatively fast here. Kurisu sighs when she sees me. That's right, I'm not reading out loud anymore, am I? I thought I asked you to keep me posted. Yeah, so let me just slide back into this. Busy, right? Okay. Kurisu glances at Moeka. Were you worried about me? Of course not. Why should I care what you're up to? Well, maybe I did get... This rolls back a little bit, doesn't it? I'm not going crazy here. I feel like it rolls back a little bit. I feel like I maybe saw this before I stopped it. I haven't talked to Mayuri in forever. I'm doing this to save Mayuri. I'm close to discovering our true enemy. Well, our enemy pod. Kurisu glances at Moeka again. Completely expressionless, of course she is. Back to the FB commentary, of course. Isn't she our enemy? She is an enemy, but we're cooperating in order to uncover the truth. I'm very curious about this one, I'll be honest. She is. She is the one who killed Mayuri. Yes, she is. Just a pawn. To save Mayuri, I need to capture the king. Well, the king's cell phone. So, where are we going now? Take me with you. Don't make demands of me. I'm perfectly sane, and I'm not your assistant. You can say that as many times as you want, and as many world lines as you want. Christina! It's not gonna change anything. Do I die today? I've experienced the future, so I know who dies today. No, you don't die. Jeez, then there's no problem. This world line has essentially guaranteed my survival. Right. Kurisu doesn't die today, neither does Mayuri. The only person who dies today is... Dun dun dun, boom, Kiryu. Waka. I wonder how that timeline's gonna, try to work this one in. This afternoon, she kills herself. I've already told Mweka her fate. Should probably not have talked about that. I shouldn't have said that. It's weird. YouTube is weird. I said that sentence. Maybe the first 30 seconds would have been rough. Maybe I've cleared the zone. But in spite of that, Mweka doesn't seem upset, at least on the surface. She's expressionless as always. The only difference is that she's not checking her phone as often, because FB is missing. Oh, where could this narrative go? Okay. Tenenjori soon. Yep. Okay. Divergence, usual spots. Yeah, check the numbers. Bam. We're going up again, though. There's still a long way to go before I reach 1%. How much more of this can I take? Well. Welcomes me with a smile. Preparing coffee. I don't know, maybe this swings around, man, and becomes something cray-cray. You know? Oh, no. You're thinking of trying something? Let's just stop it. Touch her and I'll break her head. Got it. Jesus. I'm more interested in his wife. There's still no sign of her. Is she asleep too, or could she be hiding somewhere? Narratively, that's suspicious. Facts. Yes. Well, because there's only a few things that could be, from a seating perspective. I think they've already confirmed it's not. I mean, it's not Suzuha, so like she could either be the wife or the mother. I don't think it's either. I think that's been cleared up. It could be FB, could be in play here. What else is missing from a narrative perspective? I guess that's it. There's no real other scenario. So that might be the red here. The kind of why bring him back into the plot, probably to set something up like this, a tie into the Mweka narrative, right? I mean, it's me. I was gonna say it's sort of obvious. It's sort of not, but it is if you know storytelling patterns and techniques and stuff like that. But this is so organically baked because the experience itself is so long that these characters come and go through each of the scenes. But if you really focus on what the chapter story is, as opposed to the bigger story, the chapter story itself always has an arc as well, and it always has very familiar patterns at the beginning and the end of the run and the middle, right? You can kind of, you know where you are in the arc, and then you can kind of start predicting and speculating more confidently in the Act 3. Not to say that's part of everyone's enjoyable experience, that's a part of mine. I like to speculate as I go, because I love storytelling, and I love to learn by analyzing, right? Right, for my own endeavors. So, moving on. Single father suspected that FB it happened again. I just finished editing a couple episodes where this was happening almost back to back, but that may have been a mistake. So the suspect is there, even as I thought. It's like the writing note, like it's like the timing of the writing is crazy. Maybe Tennoji is just another courier after all. Maybe he doesn't even know about FB. There's a possibility that FB might not even be in Akiba. They also, like, part of the writing with Rintaro is he does lay out any number of speculative tracks that this could be, right? Because he's also doing the investigation, right? At this point, he is a detective. Time detective. I'm doubling up here. I don't think this man will fall for any tricks. I decide to go for the direct approach. A few hours ago, 6 men stopped by this house to pick up a package, which they then delivered to France. You were there. I saw you. Also, didn't he make a comment about speaking French and English fluently or something like that? Am I remembering this wrong? It was a week ago, and I was on a lot of medication with an incoming flu. Tennoji doesn't give me his usual macho attitude. He just smiles softly. Oh, it's even creepier. IBM 5100, legendary retro PC. A rounder. Instead of answering my question, Tennoji looks straight at Mweka. Did you betray SM4? Oopsie doopsie. Oh, look at how this turned. Oh my god, are you FB? I don't think so. He's not going to be FB. Although, I did just edit the episode that confirmed the whole connection to CERN in the building or something like that, and I was associating that to Suzuha to some degree, because I thought there was some other, like, communication transfer over time or something like that, and she was, like, a recipient of that because she came from the future, something like that. No, it might very well have been Braun the entire time. Maybe the Braun tube is like a front that hides a bunch of rounder efforts or something like that. Like they've swung it all. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ferdinand Braun. Oh my god. Ever heard of Ferdinand Braun? Mweka and I look at each other confused by the sudden change of topics. Oh my god. It was right in front of me while I was ranting, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. What? No, what? Is he FE? No. No way. Okay. I could have at least gotten 50% of the way there. Why didn't I assume Braun might have been the B? How did I not even get 50% of the way there? That's actually embarrassing. That's crazy. That's crazy. What the hell, man? Is this how she goes? In this change? Mark and I are unarmed. How could we have? We thought FB was Tennoji's wife, not the man himself. Let me ask you one thing. Your wife. She died having Nei. Why? I mean, she's been dead for years. Oh my god. Wait, Tenoji is FB? Come on, no. No, that can't be. So Suzu is still on the table then. I thought I was your world, M4. Now you're running away. Keeping his gun, Trainer Moeka, the man I knew as Mr. Braun, laughs scornfully. We're at an overwhelming disadvantage. I was a fool to believe the direct approach would work. Now my recklessness is going to get us both killed. No, not both of us. I don't die here. I'm here because I time leap on the 16th. That fact is written on the fabric of this world line. So if the attractor field model is right, I can't possibly die now on the morning of the 15th. My survival is guaranteed by the same force that keeps killing Mayuri. However, Moeka has no such protection. She dies today. Doesn't matter how. She could easily die now, right before my eyes. What am I going to do about it? Well, can't do anything about it, really. Michael Willis took the cell phone. Oh my god, that's crazy. Mustn't let this handgun scare me. Search dog. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Wow. Storekeeper. If you shoot, it'll wake up your daughter. We could have a sound. No, I guess not. I was gonna say silencer. Do you want your daughter to see you commit murder? My little girl's smart as a button. She'll understand. Nah, it's not how it works. I grind my teeth. Can't believe you're around her of all people. Hashida Suzu didn't give you a home so you could turn it into a safe house for CERN. Stiffens for a second. Oh my god! No way, don't say. But then he slaps his knee and laughs. No way. About Suzu on this world line. Anyway, what gives you the right to speak of her, huh? She died 10 years ago. Nei is, what, 10 years? Just over 10? No. She was over 10, so it's not Nei. Nei isn't the daughter. Right. No. She told me. I glare at Tenoji. The anger and frustration are overwhelming. Man. I still remember her words vividly, though it feels like it's been forever since she spoke them. In objective time, it was just a few days ago. She was right here, right there, and you knew it. She just was a time traveler. She came from the future to stop CERN. Damn. Sucker. You never mentioned FB. The woman who saved your life came from the year 2036. She was one of us. A lab member. The daughter of Hashida Itaru. Just laying it all out, man. A man who owes her everything doing their dirty work. Is this how you honor Suzu's memory? He's correct. Unless there's something else going on. Again. Stop making shit up. I barely managed to keep from flinching. How did you turn out this way? Complicated. Jeez. Jeez. I did not. I was nowhere near that one. Holy crap. I didn't pretend to be a woman. Camouflage, obviously. Had to hide my identity. The internet's full of guys pretending to be girls. Jesus. I gotta say though, M4, you sent too much goddamn mail. Who has the time for that shit? You better be grateful I bothered to reply. Aw. Was like a mother to me. I'd do anything. That was the point. It's easy to manipulate in that job like you. Alright, your usefulness ended the second you dropped off that IBN 5100. That's cold, man. I've been telling her this whole time that FB abandoned her. I guess it wasn't real to her until she heard it from FB's own mouth. Recruiting members directly is bad for secrecy, but the Rounders make up for it by choosing expendable assets with nowhere else to go. That way CERN gets to keep their secrets plus have a cheap army of outcasts like us. We're all expendable, every last one of us, and it sucks, let me tell you. Without dropping a smile, Tanuji takes his gun. Oh! 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 Disobey orders and they go after your family. I can't let them touch my little girl, can I? Yes, the delay, man. Sorry for everything. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This feels like... Oh, don't show it. Don't show it. Okay, it's... Oh my god. Well, I don't think Nay's gonna understand. At all. Should be damaged for life. Oh, that sound is disgusting. Would he have killed himself even if we hadn't confronted him? Was his death too the will of fate? Had completed his mission. Maybe he chose to eliminate himself rather than face CERN's assassins. Is he gonna have to try to fix this one now? I bite down hard on my lip. Yeah, let the daughter alone. Sacrifice. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty selfish. Wow. Hamlet-esque. Nay is still asleep in the next room, blissfully unaware. Oh my god. I mean, she's gonna think it was Okabe. She's already afraid of Okabe. Oh my god. There's a red backpack hanging next to the desk, and there's a futon laid out on the floor, but Nay isn't there. The window's open, the lace curtains are waving as if to invite the fresh morning breeze inside. Oh my gosh. This has just derailed even further. Felt like I was sort of reaching the end where this all starts to fall back in place after the Moeka line, but now we have Nay and we have Braun. I was ready to kill him for it if I had to, yeah. Well. I leave as soon as I have the phone, dragging the catatonic Moeka with me. We regroup with Kurisu, who was worried sick, waiting outside, and hail a taxi. I wish we hadn't spent so much time parked near Teju. Yeah. Once the body is found, the police might trace the rental back to us. Yeah, that's I mean, it'll be gone by then. So, whatever. Besides, soon, none of this... Yeah, that's it. Wipe your hands clean. That's crazy. Now she's sitting on the floor by the entrance, staring off into space. Well, it's all wiped out for her now. Like, maybe maybe it's one of them had to die in this timeline. I don't know if that kind of rule exists. She could still end herself because Braun ended himself. So, but I mean, even that whole world was an illusion because it was like a mother. Well, it wasn't like a mother, obviously. So like that now you have a problem on your hands. Not only was it not like a mother, he literally didn't care about you. You were at 100% expendable. You did not matter, and so it's like a double whammy. Yeah, but in that case, why wasn't Moeka killed? No. Do they all end themselves? They just, I don't know. It's possible that FB did what he did so you could live. Maybe he didn't abandon you. Maybe by pushing you away, he was trying to keep you safe. This may just be wishful thinking. We'll never know FB's true intentions, but I want to believe that Tanoji did care for her, and that there was a place for Moeka somewhere. What am I doing? No. Yeah. Why am I trying to come from Weka? Yeah. Need to send an email now. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Time to leap. There's no longer any reason to stay on this world line. Bounce, boy. Bounce. I still gotta fix what? The lottery ticket, I guess? It's a small one, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not so small. I just haven't, we haven't unraveled it yet, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there any scenario? I wonder if like replaying the game, like you catch him on the phone. I'm trying to think, was he ever on the phone while we were talking to Braun? Like I don't think the phone ever came up, but that would have been a you then know what it was all about, you know? Marcus vulnerabilities, how am I? Or is it this timeline he was? Well, no, because she always had an FB, I guess, in her history, right? So bam bam bam. Even though I already know the answer, there's only one person it could be. I mean, at this point, it's honestly a who cares. If that's true, then Nay saw her father die. Like, who cares? This timeline doesn't matter. Just who cares? You know? Move on. Oh, shit. Knock on the door. The cops. Oops. Moeka, who has been squatting by the entrance, slowly lifts her head. Timing is too perfect. Today, Kiryu Moeka dies. This world line has already approved that fate. Has it come for her already? Reaches the doorknob. Here we go. Try to stop her. Yeah. Why? Why? Oh. Oh. Oh my god, knife in the back. The next instant, Moeka drops to her knees like a string cup puppet. The thing is, like, she didn't see who shot. I mean, she wouldn't have guessed it was Moeka. Oh no. It's turned into... Yes, way. Nay's lips twist into a victorious sneer. She looks straight at me, her eyes burning with intense hatred. Oh, she wants to kill all of us. Those aren't the eyes of a child. What's going on here? Is this really Nay? Just bounce, bro. Just leave. Leave the timeline. I won't forgive you. Doesn't matter. The timeline doesn't exist. The venom in her voice chills to the bone. Daddy died because of you. No, not really. I'll never forgive you. I'll kill you with my own two hands. Kurisu and I stare in shocked silence. Neither of us can move a muscle. Oh, says his name. Power of words. My heart skips a beat. I feel like someone just walked over my grave. I'll come for you in 15 years. I hope you spend them quivering in terror. 15 years, he dies. In 15 years, doesn't he? He dies, doesn't he? So that... the knife away and leaves, laughing all the while. Because I think he dies 2025, 7? 2025 would be the 15 years. Then it would line up. So that's written. Because like he would have already learned this. Because if I mean someone said it. Because so if someone said it, and we're always in Ritaro's perspective. Ritaro knows this about his timeline. He doesn't die in the 30s. I don't know if he couldn't really stop that. Well, I mean, he could just keep bouncing backwards. He could live as long as he wants. That's the thing with Ritaro. He doesn't have to accept his death. Jesus. My entire body is shaking. I have to struggle just to move a finger. Well, I mean, it was Steins Gate. The choice is Steins Gate. There's no, don't worry about the ambulance. It's done. This timeline doesn't matter. Kurisu, you're gonna disappear in no time. It won't matter. Or it will, if there's multiple, you know, world line theory. Once I send the email, the world line will be boo-boo-doo-boo-dooshki, and then gone. Pew. Oh, that was a long knife. No. Just let it go, man. She's an enemy. Hang in there. She killed Mayuri. Can you hear me? He's freaking out for wanting to have killed her. I can't understand her. I can't forgive her. And yet, I can't help but call her name. Because in a sense, she's a victim too. Yeah. Slowly opens her eyes. Her eyes are blank and unfocused. She's fading fast. She tries to speak, but her voice catches in her throat. I bring my ear closer to her lips. I killed someone precious to you. Yes, you did, countless times. Not on this world line, but on others. This is my punishment, the will of fate. Of Steins Gate, actually. I want to say the choice. It's chosen by Steins Gate. I'm sorry. I silently squeeze Moeka's hand. Moeka doesn't squeeze back. She no longer has the strength. Goodbye, Moeka. Nothing except FB, the only place I belong. I would kill to protect it. Yeah, well, you're right to hate me. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Jesus. The words come to my lips unbidden. But as soon as I speak them, I understand why. Moeka does not kill Mayuri on this world line. Even if she could, it would not happen until tomorrow. This Moeka, the one dying in my arms, is innocent. And yet even now she says I'm sorry. How can I not answer her? I forgive you. Perhaps the words are meaningless. Forgiving Moeka will not cure Nei's hate. Neither will Moeka's death. This isn't the right timeline though, so how would Nei still turn into a killer? A Mintaro killer in 15 years. I don't even know if I truly mean what I'm saying. But still, I remember what Kurisu said. Because if he stops... Well, he has to jump to one variable, right, I guess. And then none of this really matters. He can... It's a whole different thing. Whole different... what do they call it? Like collective? Not collective. It's like... Whatever. It's the divergence. Like, they jump. They jump to a whole different thing. I forgive you. So they close. Yeah. Bye, Moeka. Nice knowing you. Yeah. Time to balance, man. Now you got 2 murders near you. Calls in a weak voice. Send the email, bro. Everything's ready at the lab. Yep. Yep. Universe got what it wanted. When I send the email and change divergence, do you think Moeka's fate will change? She'll be more likely to live if divergence exceeds 1%. Don't worry about it. When he has something to aim for, he can potentially save everyone if he goes over 1%, I suppose. Did this shit just blink? Am I going crazy right now? Well, I can't click on it, so we're good. Oh. Oh, right. Oh. Do we see what happens? I have to. I've done it for everyone else, right? Causality is a strange and terrifying thing. At the beginning of all this, Moeka killed Mayuri. But now Moeka lies dead, while Mayuri still lives. I should save. I should save when I see that thing. I thought I said I couldn't. I think not, sir. All because it changed the past. Sin didn't commit, then I apologize as well. I am responsible for twisting your fate. And for twisting the fate of Tenuji Nei. I ruined that innocent girl's life, made her something other than what she was meant to be. Well, I don't know about that. Because we know the future. I mean, if it's... we know there's potentially a link there. Oh, but that's the thing. It might not be Nei. It would be something else. It's just in this timeline, it would be Nei. I think that's how it works, right? Because like we got the whole thing with Mayuri. It's like it could be any number of things. Can if fate decides it, you're done. But it's like how you get how is the variable. Line is undone. Nei's twisted fate will be corrected. There's no point in worrying about it. What if I keep going? I get to see what happens in 2025 or something. That'd be kind of fun. Like the only way you can see what that potential future would be, or a variant of it, is that you have to keep going, you know? And yet, wasn't there something strange about that girl? That girl, you mean Nei-chan? I nod. Yeah. You think? Or maybe he wants to stop it? I don't know, man. I can't pretend I didn't see that. Nei's crime is partly my responsibility, and I need to know what she meant when she promised to kill me 15 years from now. I'm time leaping back to the lab. Kurisu sighs, but I pretend not to hear it. These are fun. Yeah, and now we get to skip some of this because it'll be a little bit redundant. Oh, 7 a.m. That was different. Huh? Well, yeah, but where's the question? After time leaving 4 hours back, I find myself in front of the station. This is right after Mwek and I meet up with Kurisu after returning from Narita. After this comes the Tenuji residence. Mweko is standing a few meters away, kicking the dirt in boredom. Mweko was dead just a few minutes ago, but now she's feeling surprised, supposed to custom. Yep, so bam, countless times already. Let me silent read for a bit, so I can do that faster. Problem is Nei. So now we get to work on the Nei storyline. Or we get to maybe deal with him differently, so Nei doesn't see it and doesn't snap, maybe? It's the only way. He's gonna do it anyways. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, did you hear that? It was a gunshot. We're not in Rentaro's. This is the first time we're not in Rentaro's point of view, right? No. Okay, no, I got confused there. Okay, because told me I saw a girl come out of. So he does it anyways. He was gonna do it anyways. Now Nei doesn't associate it. Oh my gosh, he spears me with eyes full of hatred. Why hatred? That alone is enough to make me shiver. It's pitiful, but a tiny little girl is making me nervous. Something is very wrong here. This Nei is like a completely different person. Maybe she just snaps because of that, and then she just becomes a serial killer. She's not. I want to know her true identity. Ooh, nicely done there. That's why I time leap instead of sending the demo. Interesting. Whole true name thing, huh? What a shape of a bam, 12-year-old girl. Okay, so she's not 10 years old. No. He said 10 years ago. Suzuha died. Okay. Grinding your teeth, very unchildlike manner. It's like the devil. Call out to her. Unexpected, Nei slows down, eventually stops, catch her breath. Suzuha's bite. She just did a full circle back to Suzuha's bite. Yeah, no, this is out to their home. Can't get away. Oh my gosh. Jesus, I don't know. I call out to her and catch my breath. Calls her by her name. You plan to kill Kuryu Mweko after this, don't you? But why? She punctuated an nonchalant reply with a cruel smile. That is not the face of a child. Revenge for your father? You and Kuryu Mweko killed Daddy. Well, no, she wouldn't have saw that. Killed himself. He blew his own brains out. Maybe I missed a line of like he was in the house, the gunshot went off, and then he left, but he just went and chased her down because he knew she ran away, something like that. Because he left right away instead of hanging out there and talking. There might have been like a time skip there in the dialogue that I missed. That was narrated to us, but I missed it. He would have done it even if we hadn't been there. He would have done it even if we hadn't been there. It's not our fault. Okay, so that wasn't it. I didn't miss anything. I don't care. What? Was there when Daddy died? But she didn't stop him? What? Nor you. You weren't there, but Daddy wouldn't have died if you hadn't gotten involved. Wait, does she blame me for finding the IBM 5100? How the hell was I supposed to know? But I won't kill you now, I can't. The tiny little girl, barely half my height, looks up at me with a smile, and that chills my blood. I'll kill you 15 years. Keep living in fear until then. I mean, Jesus. Doesn't even flinch. Who are you? She isn't Tanuji Nei. What? Kill me in 15 years. Exactly what it sounds like. 15 years from now, I killed you. What the hell? Whoa. Oh, what? True name, man. No doubt about that. So, I don't know how long ago it was now, because it was days ago, and again, flu fit, and I know they were talking about, they were giving us some exposition about leaping into other brains and stuff like that. Like, I don't know where that happened anymore. I don't know what scene it was. I don't know what world line it was. I thought of Quantum Leap because it was my favorite show as a kid. Growing up was Quantum Leap. Look it up. It's great. One of the old-time favorites. But yeah, anyways, let me not derail on Quantum Leap. But yeah, as I'm about to explain Quantum Leap. But Quantum Leap is like this character who would basically do this. It's basically what Rintaro does. Not really. But like the mind, it's mind transfer across time and identities. And maybe that's where my earliest fascinations with identity comes from, is that this character would go into other minds and have to experience their lives for a day, and then he'd have to leap again, Quantum Leap. And so this is like the whole time leaping here is that I'm almost certain it's like directly correlated, except in this rule set here is that it can only be into your own, I guess. But there was an exposition at some point that talked about the capability of transferring into another mind. Maybe that's what's going on here, you know? There was like a hijacker that came into the past, hijacked another mind so that they could experience something to get intel for the future. But then that creates a loop scenario and stuff like that, which would also get kind of odd. But then he did say something about your true name, which is like, why would you even come up with that? I know he comes up with that. Everything's got multiple names and shit like that, but like Rintaro, for him to say that, for me, everything that Rintaro says and does, almost like it's like something that's happened in some other world line at some point that he has like these phantom memories of, you know. And so you can ask him, he talks about it and he creates fictions around these things, but maybe not all of these things are actually fake, like they're actually based on something that has triggered them. Like, anyways, I was gonna get into the whole eye, because he has the whole like the whole eye seeing things and the pain in the eye. I'm like, does in one of these narratives does he lose an eye, you know? Because like the whole shot in the arm thing, but his whole right arm thing was always like the thing that's been in the narrative since the beginning, and you thought it was a joke or some bullshit that he was coming up with, and then no, because he was shot in the arm, and he has this like residual memory of that pain, you know. But it's like he couldn't have had that unless he got to that moment, which is what tells me that he's already in a loop. Like when we start the game, he's already in one. He's already in one. We're not at the beginning of this, you know. We're already in a cycle of this, and we're kind of, it's like inceptioning through all the way down this plot, and now we're trying to inception our way back out. Right? We're trying to get back out, and then it gets us to the beginning, which is already, it's like one of 3 different scenarios that I believe I'm aware of, that I could be misremembering. But it's like, one is the time travel thing lands on the roof, one is the time travel thing crashes through the roof, and one is the time travel thing is not there. So that's, anyways, those are rule of 3s too, which makes sense. But so maybe something's going on that takes us back to the beginning. It's one of those 3 things. It's like the ending of the game is actually us choosing one of those 3 things. I don't know. High speculation, but this is taking me down another potential rabbit hole here that I'm not sure how they're going to resolve in an Act 3 of the game. But I remember the next 15 years. No. Did she? Time leap? What the hell, man? Whips out a knife, catching me completely off guard. Does she take out his eye right here? Is this... Because if that happens, that'd be even crazier. Cause I woke up thinking about this shit right now. Cause I'm like, today I'm gonna finish Steins Gate. You know, it was like, what are all the thoughts I have to put together? And so I was editing stuff last night and a bit this morning, reviewing stuff. And I was like, and I didn't write the notes. I was gonna write the notes. I'm like, no, I'll remember them. I'll have a rant somewhere in the middle of some session. Nate drives a knife into into the elbow of my right arm, the right arm again, which was grabbing her shoulder. Blood sprays into Nate's face, but she doesn't even blink. Instead. And then he has that crazy laughter. That's crazy. That's a bit crazy. Just like she laughed when she killed Moeka. Managed to convince myself it's fine. I won't die here, I tell myself. This world line won't accept that. It's just like Nate said herself. It's not that she won't kill me. She can't. Oh my god. If she tried, something would surely interfere. Want to hear how I killed you? In the future, you were one of the founders of the resistance against CERN. But I captured you and imprisoned you and tortured you every which way I could think of. You cried and screamed and begged for your life, all while covered in pissy shit. Oh my god, this is insane. I did not expect this. You were one sore sight to Kavi Rentaro. After I ran out of things to do, I finally slit your throat and then I stabbed you over and over and over again. So many times, I don't even remember. Jesus. That's how your life is going to end. That's your punishment for murdering Daddy. Nate grabs my arm and digs her tiny fingers into the wound. Oh my god. Listen, I just went through a whole nerve in the elbow thing that lasted almost a whole year. It was nasty. It was some of the most uncomfortable months of my life in the last year. God damn. I can't shake this. I've been feeling it in my hand just thinking about this shit right now. Yeah, but this is not this timeline. This is the other one, man. Shit, missed that one. It was hard, let me tell you, that piece of shit can't leap more than 48 hours at a time. Oh my god. After I became a rounder and killed you, I used that machine to come all the way back here. They talked about the math behind this, and it was insane. So maybe she went insane already getting down here, but she hit it well, though, I guess, until this moment. Or she just got here for this moment. So it was Nay before the hijack. Oh my god. So we have another perspective of another time leaper. Perspective of this kind of unraveling, and I can't do anything right now. What's up? Backspace? There we go. Holy shit, I travel 15 years in 48-hour increments. And they're just going to tell us the math? Is that, why can't I do anything again? There we go. How about now? How about now? How about now? How about now? Oh god, how about now? How about now? I can't do anything. What am I what do you want me to do? Spacebar? Well, okay, we're back into spacebar mode. No problem. Damn it, I can't calculate through the pain. 2,738 leaves. I messed up a few times though, so it was really more like twice that, at least. I kind of lost count after a while. Now I get it. When I came to this world line, I went back to the lab after learning of Moeka's suicide. Oh, that... What? What? Wait, what? Learning about Moeka's suicide. Oh, because she can also do... They're kind of like doing this, maybe? Yeah, but into the same world line? Like that's kind of insane. Like, how do you plan that? How do you... How would two people pull this off? Is what maybe is not making sense to me right now. Because every time one person leaps, that should already create another divergence. No, that's not true. Because he can keep cycling back. It's until something changes. If you don't change anything, you can come back to the same world line. There's no divergence. Divergence is, yeah, if you change something. Yeah, but that's the thing. It means like every potential world line, nay 15 years from now, after killing Rentaro, starts leaping backwards. Every timeline. Every timeline. if the multiple can exist. Now they talked about that as well, right? And in theory, is like they've also said like, no, that's not how it works. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know how that's possible not be that. Like, but that didn't come out right. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I once again leave. Let's keep going. So that was Nay's final time leap. Nay keeps staring into my eyes as her fingers crawl. Oh, I was gonna say, because if Moeka killed herself, but she didn't in this timeline, but she just said she did. So I mean, I don't know how this is coming together. I bit my lip in a desperate attempt to bear the pain. My blood won't stop flowing. It collects into a puddle and stains the asphalt. Revenge was all I lived for. I won't let anyone get in my way. I will kill Kiryu Moeka with my own 2 hands. I won't let that bitch kill herself. She doesn't deserve to go out easy. And then there's that. Why would you want to kill someone who would have committed suicide? You left 15 years for that? She's insane. And it was Moeka and I who made her that way, who turned an innocent little girl into a creature of hatred, starved for vengeance. In this world line, that event happens. Okay, I got it now. I'm back in sync. You do have to sort of take a break and actually, if you care. You don't have to care. Just experience the surface narrative. You'll get there. It'll explain it to you. But I love time travel loop kind of methodologies. So the idea here is like that moment happens. This Nay gets to 15 years from now, tortures Rintaro, and then is like, I'm coming back. And so as soon as she starts leaping backwards, she's leaping backwards to the moment. Why did she mention the suicide? That's the only part that's throwing me off, man. Because this Nay would not have known that. Because she would have... This Nay from this world line, from the future, would have come back in this world line, and what created her is seeing Rintaro and Moeka in the room when her father shot himself. Or hearing it. And then bailing. Running away. Killing Moeka. Getting to the future to torture Rintaro. That doesn't make any sense. Because then she would have already killed Moeka. Oh no, because he reversed it. What the fuck is going on right now? Because we reversed it. We removed the Moeka's not dead right now. Jesus, okay, I'm untangling myself. Moeka's still alive, which means that this is the timeline where Rintaro and her would have been at her inside the father when the father shot himself, but they literally weren't. That's how this whole scene started. They weren't in there, but Nay still remembers as if they were. So they weren't, but to Nay's objective timeline continuity of getting 15 years from now and then bouncing 2,700 times, maybe 5,000 times back. She got to a point where they should have been in the house, but then they weren't. But they would have already created a divergence because they weren't in the house, is what I'm saying. That was already at least a 0.0000, even if it was 0.0001%. 0.00001%. It's still a different world line. No? I feel like I'm confusing something, or we stole 15 years of her life. No, I don't know about that. I can't understand what it's like to live with such hatred for so long. Just for that. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Nay's slender fingers pry deeper into my wound, so deep I can feel her. Oh god, I almost I was this close. Like I gagged just a little bit. Thank God I kept talking through it, because it was very there's just a little bit of there's just something happening that's not comfortable. I might not to you, but to me killing you too means everything. So you killed Moeka, but that comes next. Okay, so the story will explain it. Just like keep playing. Next, are you going to repeat those 15 years all over again? What do I care about those 15 years? There's nothing for me there. She does not cry. She does not sneer. Her voice is flat and emotionless, and she speaks as she speaks those words. She'll just off herself after killing both of them. She'll just end herself, and that's it. She doesn't have to cycle through. I don't know. There's nothing more I can say to this girl I destroyed. So she could kill him now, because then she wouldn't have to kill him in 15 years. I guess. How would she know the rules? How would she know the rules, man? Well, it's because it would be 15 years later. So she'd be part of CERN by then, I guess. At last, Nay, let's go my arm. Ugh. She looks in disgust at her hands, now covered in blood. I don't need anything from you now. Just wait for in fear and regret, Okabe Rintaro, until I come for you in 15 years. Phew. I'm powerless to stop her. Dry laughter leaks out of my mouth. That girl's disconnected from causality just like I am. I asked her what she would do after killing Waka. She didn't answer. The first time she lived those 15 years, all she had was revenge. And after time leaping thousands of times, she exacted that revenge. How will she live those 15 years the second time around? Will she kill me again? Will her revenge be complete then? Or will it continue forever until even she forgets why? The thought squeezes my heart like a vice. Does time travel bring nothing but pain? We built a time machine out of curiosity. We were fools. If not for a meddling CERN, would not have targeted us. Mayuri would not have died. Suzu would not have traveled back to the past. Ferris would not have lost her father twice. Lukaku would not have had to forsake her feelings for me. And Weka would not have killed Mayuri. He's still alive. Crazy little bitch demon. The phone. I brought it. I take it and start typing out the email. I always say email even though it's always saying mail. It's never saying email. Sometimes it says email. Mail with my left hand. Tell me what happened, will you? Should I... My mouse working again? No. Should I call an ambulance? Who cares? The ambulance is... My 911 is sending an email back to the past. I'm going to send an email now. Is this the time where I have no choice? Right. If the world line changes, then this wound will go away. Yes, but who cares about my wound? Tennoji's death, Moeka's death, and the damage to Nei's soul will all be undone. That's what matters. I finish the mail and take a breath. Hey, why do you think Tennoji didn't kill Moeka? What do you mean? Any rounder who finds an IBM 5100 is silenced, no exceptions. That's what Tennoji said. In that case, the one who should have been eliminated first was Moeka. She found the IBM 5100 in the first place. And yet Tennoji cut contact with her instead. And when he exposed his true identity, he shot himself, not Moeka, so no one would ever know that she was part of it. Yeah. Perhaps that's just wishful thinking. Jesus. Will die today, whether by her own hands or Nei's, it doesn't matter. However, I hope it works out on the Beta timeline. I should hate them for killing Mayuri, but in some sense, Tennoji, Moeka, and Nei are all just victims of my foolish experiments. Not really. I mean, yes, but not really. For their sake, as well as Mayuri's, I must send this email. Must you, though, Rintaro? Are you giving me an option? World line will be undone. Will it, though? But I can't let you have your revenge. Yeah, it's going to send it for me. Okay. And we're off. 046. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. What is this? Just the lotto ticket? And then we have to do some other crazy... We still got to get the 1, man. Oh, right. Maybe the 1 is like closer to 1 is the beginning of the game. That's the thing I was ranting about. Rambling, I should say word ranting. Ranting is negative. The world shatters, warps, and reforms. Eventually, those sensations disappear, and color gradually returns to the world. I find myself standing in the street near the lab. The burning pain in my right arm is suddenly gone. Well, I look down. There's no wound, no blood. Instead, I'm holding a convenience store bag with 2 bottles of Dr. P. I guess it worked. I head straight to Moeka's apartment. Is my mouse working? It is not. It's kind of annoying. I need to switch hands once in a while. When I get there, Moeka opens the door normally and peeks out at me. She looks fine. No signs of despair. No bloodstains by the door. No knife. How did you know where I... Let me kill some time here. I barge into the room. Screw it. The hour of Moeka's death passes with no sign of Nei. The world line has changed. Moeka's right in front of me, but she sends me mail. I keep going back to my goddamn mouse. How am I supposed to click on this? Oh, can I click on this? I mean, it looks like I can hover over it. I just can't. My click doesn't work. It feels like forever since we last conversed like this.
必要ない
Let's see. There we go. What do you mean? Let's see if my mouse comes back when I do that. It does not. That's weird, right? Keep talking about it. I shouldn't. My supervisor told me to stop looking. Oh, my supervisor.
FB からストップが
FB told you to stop? That's me the first time you hear this, right? She's like, how do you know FB? Dun dun dun. How do you know about FB? Where did you get that information? Magic. So FB's still alive. Well, of course he is. God damn it, I keep... Remove your mouse from the hand from the mouse. I feel relief, but also fear I mustn't forget that he is my enemy. For now, however, I'm more interested in what Moeka just said. FB canceled her mission to retrieve the IBM 5100 and...
任務達成はすなわち処分確定。扱いとしては犬通より
Perhaps he canceled her mission. Yep. I mean, if she keeps messaging FB though. Live in fear and regret. I'm coming for you, bitch! I wonder what happened to Nay. I can't get that childish yet hate-filled voice out of my head. On that world line, I turned an innocent girl into a murderer. I bit my lip hard enough to draw blood. I won't fear you, Nay, nor will I repent. That world line has already been undone, has it though? But how will things turn out on this new world line? No, there's no point thinking about it. If the plan worked, the IBM 5100 should already be back in my possession. And if that's the case, then there's no need to stay on this world line either. This is it. I think we're tying things up right now, man. On the way back to the lab, I stopped by Braun Tube Workshop and peek in through the window. Yep. Climb the stairs, just... Sir. Peace.
桐生萌香のアパートに行ったか
Have you been to Kiryu Moeka's apartment? Mayuri, haven't seen you in a while. Okarin's been acting strange lately. So, Mayushi didn't go to Kamima today. Oh? Are you at the lab? Maybe I'll go there now. I haven't seen you in a couple of days, you know? We usually see each other every day, so it's really lonely. I know it's only been 4 days at most, but I'm used to being with you all the time. I'm your hostage, remember? Don't let go. Oh? God damn it. Pauses her at-channel browsing session to look at me in confusion. Marcus-san's apartment? Never.
そうか
Oh, okay.
どういうことよ
Why do you ask?
いや
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about
な
it.
らいいんだ
Cut across, bam. Oh, see, the IBN. Where's it? I would have thought maybe over here, but no, that's still empty. Something changed in here that I just can't point out. I scanned the shelves. It is? This... One of these? Which one, man? How do I not? Large familiar cardboard box, this thing. A large familiar cardboard box. That's the only thing I... Oh. Oh. Whatever. It's inside the box, that's why. Fine. Have it your way. I did it. We can solve. We can save Mayuri.
Come on!
I can't contain my excitement. My heart is beating like a jackhammer. He's not here. He went to Kamima, remember? Right. In that case, he won't return until evening. I can't wait that long. Oh, we still have a Daru timeline to go through. This isn't actually the end. Just kidding. Oh, wait, did I set that off? Did I do that? Oh, to make him not go to Kamima? Shit. Yeah, but now, man, bro. I mean, I guess he can do... Oh, 2 days earlier. Okay. The fuck. Well, now he doesn't have to go and confirm the thing with... I guess. With Shiny Finger, so that's... one less thing to do. Okay. Because now he knows it's there. Now he can kind of go... He can kind of squeeze back to when he remembered having it a couple days ago. But like, it's weird because then he loses track of like what he's not experienced, you know, technically in the eyes of others. You're the one who found it. Have you been drinking too much soda? I mean, just explain it to her. You got a few hours. I was up all night. Yeah. Yep. Daru, have you researched how to use the IBM 5100? Huh? Yeah, I guess. Can you believe I did it while preparing for Kamima? I'm like a saint or something. They knight me for this in England. And we shall call you Sir Superhaka. Hell no. Will you guys shut up? Give me a headache. Alright, so now we're gonna get into hacking, bro. Ragnarok is at hand. Now we must deliver the decisive blow with the power of the IBM 5100. I'm listening for a bit here. Echelon. Beneath the skull. He's gonna monologue again. He's got time for that now. He's on the right timeline. Listen, you don't know what he's been through, Kurisu? This guy's been up for weeks at this point. Years. Not years. Months, maybe. Yeah, well, a couple months. I'm not sure. It was every 2 days? I don't know, man. That one Sahua line was a little odd. Shit. It's taking me so long. So long! Yeah, just to reach this point. This is my chance to escape the Alpha Ward line and save Maori. I won't let anyone get in the way. Anyone. Did you say this out loud? Because I don't think they've been... They haven't been updated yet, Okabe. Man. To them, only half an hour has passed since the time leap machine was built. But to me, many days have passed. Okay, days. Oh, I would have said at least... I don't know, I would have said at least a couple weeks. At this point. Over a month, I would say. Please hear me out. Or else Maori will die. And in 26 years, the world will be ruled by CERN. Tezua's sacrifice will that be for nothing? Why do they black out their heads like that, though? That was a weird thing to do there, right? Daru claps me on the shoulder, then smiles broadly and thrusts his thumb upward, skyward. It's not like I'm cracking for you or anything, okay? It's not like I'm cracking... Oh, the hack. Oh, God. I burst out in laughter. Sir Super Hacker. Sundari version. Sundari version? Wait, what? Is here to save the day. I couldn't have asked for a better right hand, man. As Daru hooks the IBM 5100 to his PC, I explained the situation one more time. Let's hope this is the last. This all happened because of the very first email I sent to Daru. No, there's still the lottery ticket. We haven't dealt with that one. CERN intercepted that email with Echelon and figured out what it meant. Then sent their rounders after us. I see what we're doing. Okay, got it. They will kill Maori, kidnap us, and steal the time leap machine. Some years after that, I assumed Daru and I escaped and formed the resistance to which Sazua belonged. I tried to save Maori, but nothing worked. Every world line converged on the same result, just as attractor field theory said they would. And we're doing that whole summary thing now because they're trying to close things off, I think. You know, if this is all in your head, I think you've got a career as a light novel author ahead of you. I can't believe I already forgot the key for this. Illustrated novels, targeted primarily at teenage and young adult males. Cover artwork often depicts cute girls, although light novels can deal with just about any subject matter. Recent years have seen a trend towards stories about teenage boys meeting cute girls and winding up extraordinary situations. That doesn't work. Okay. It's true, all of it, to prevent Maori's death and to free Suzu's future from CERN. Well, we need to escape from the Alpha World line. And I think we can do that by canceling all of the changes in this timeline so far.
俺が誰に最初の D メールを送る前の
That should return us to the beta world line, the world line that existed before I sent that
そ
first
こへ到達する
email.
ためエシロンに捉えられた最初のメー
I
ルデータを
see.
セルンのデータベースから
The beta world line only exists because they've tapped into time shifting. That's it. Otherwise, you're in the alpha line. So the lottery ticket was the inception of the beta timeline. Oh yeah. Which presumes though that the alpha timeline is like the 01 if it's a whole number. Can it be like 1 point something? Like, can it go the other way? You know what I'm saying? Divergence. Positive divergence? That'd be weird. I don't know, man. Something to explore. If what Suzuha said is correct, then erasing that data will take us over 1%. It says over 1% divergence. So, like, maybe making things better, I don't know, man. It goes over 1%. That doesn't make any sense. It would go into another world line, another timeline with its own world lines. So, as you keep messing with things. That doesn't make sense though. Just let it go, just let it go. It was just one short email, barely 36 bytes. Yeah, it changed human history, the butterfly effect.
面白いわね。
Fascinating. She would be fascinated.
マキセ氏は信じるん？
仮説としてはね。
I mean, she'd be taking in all these theories
客観
as,
的データが欲しいところだけど。
in theory, I'd like to see objective data, but that's obviously
安心
impossible.
しろ
Your time leap machine worked perfectly. So that doesn't stop her from still doing it though. Which takes us back to the beginning of the game. Is what I'm saying. She doesn't deny it. That's just like
そ
Kurisu.
れに
Besides, we were already planning to crack Stern's database, weren't we?
とにかくアクセスして
Fine,
みて
let's see what's in there.
もしそこに
If the
メー
mail
ルデ
data
ータが存在
exists,
していたな
then
ら
it's proof
岡部の言葉は
that what you said is true.
要するに考えるな、感じるんだという。
逆にわかる。
考えるよりやってみろ
What he meant to say is, don't think, do. Daru extracts his massive body from the space behind the desk, plops himself down on the chair and wipes away his sweat.
つなぎ終わったお。ちょっと設定
Done
しない
bridging.
とダメだけど。
10 minutes, alright.
それにしてもそれってあれでしょ
ATF.
私が死んでたとか
Said I died or something.
ラジカンで
I found you dead at Radicon. Here we go.
お前が殺されているのを目撃した俺は
That were happened to be experimenting on the phone
メ
wave
ールを送った
at the time, so the discharge phenomenon occurred, and the
電話の
email
時間の実
was.
験中で
The hell was
偶
that?
然現象が起き
Oh, okay, it's not me. Just imagining things, something is telling me to stop. Okay, there it is. Fear rises in my chest, a sudden terrible certainty that I am missing something vital. I frantically replay the conversation in my head. Oh shit. We must cancel all of our changes to the timeline so far. The very first email started it all. The one that said I died or something. Return to the world line that existed before I sent the first email. Yeah. An icy fist seizes my heart, and I turn to Kurisu with a look of pure terror. There it is. There it is. Those eyes of hers no longer show the sharp defiance from when we first met. Instead, they glow warmly with the light of curiosity.
何よ
I was right. I had missed something vital. Something dire. The world line I set my sights on to save Mayuri. The world line upon which Suzuha stalked her hope for the future. Ah, the world line I am at last poised to reach at the end of this long struggle. On that world line, Mayuri lives. On that world line, CERN fails. And on that world line, on the 8th floor of Radicon. It was on the 8th floor? I thought it was in the basement. Oh, it was on the 8th floor. That's even... Because that's weird. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was in the basement this entire time. You would have heard me say that a couple times. Endless apoptosis. Chapter 10. We're going to do another save here. And I'm going to save this file. And then we're going to come back. I feel like I'm at the end here. I just need to get some water because I'm about to choke up again. So I'll be right back. Just reset things so my mouse could work again because I prefer it. Let's load. Get back in. I thought that I had found the solution, that everything would be all right. but the equation was meaningless. I had solved nothing. There it is. Instead, I am left with a terrible choice. Mayuri or Kurisu. One of them must die. Radikan is still off limits. They haven't yet repaired the hole that Suzu's time machine made. I look down through the hole at the streets of Akiba. From up here, they look narrow and stifling. Ooh, what's that noise? Oh, car. Across the way, a train rumbles by. Train. I watched the yellow striped cars move past. I came here because I wanted to be alone. I'm just gonna, you know the drill. At this point, 2 days later, yep, back on the 15th here. Let me do something here real quick. Let me actually try. Okay, and emails. We have Huyen. Don't listen. That was the last email. So what do I do? Gotta keep pushing. 2 weeks ago, on the 28th, Dr. Nakabashi held a press conference in this very spot. Who murdered? Part of me is like, man, could it have been him? Because he'd have to make the choice in order to correct something. I don't know. That's the part I don't know. I think it was sort of insinuated, maybe, but not really. I mean, kind of, because he discovered her. Could have been. Why would it have been CERN? Back in the past, like around her. It wouldn't have been around her. That has nothing to do with Kurisu. Then we're left like if you really like hone in on what were the pieces given to us at the beginning. It was Nakabashi. There's something with the Upa machine. There was, I mean, it's like little things like that. You have to put those. It's like, why was that Upa machine thing an important part of the narrative? It has to be. So we'll see how that all comes back around, right? That would return us to the Beta World line where it all began. That would, what would happen then? Well, according to my predictions, our friend, lab member 004, Kurisu would disappear. Someone who died on the 28th cannot be alive now, or August 15th. That would defy causality, a time paradox. That world line has already rejected her existence. The moment we erased the D-mail, Kurisu will cease to exist. And so I am left with two options. Oh my god, yeah. Option 1, hack CERN with the IBM 5100 and erase the first email I sent, thus returning to the Beta World line. Kurisu will disappear, but Mayuri will live. CERN will never build its time machine, and the future will be free. Option 2, don't hack CERN. Keep living here on the Alpha World line. Mayuri will die. So will Moeka and FB. Jeez. Because I guess, he knows that, right? Kurisu will likely be kidnapped by CERN, but at the very least, she won't die. With her research, CERN will gain control of space-time, and the future will be a dystopia where no one is free. This is crazy, I mean. And I'm supposed to choose. I don't really care about the future, whether it's free or ruled by CERN. Suzu entrusted her wish to me. Doesn't that make it my responsibility? But still, it doesn't seem quite right. 20 years is a long time. Right now, only Mayuri and Kurisu matter. I must choose which to save. Is that what we're doing? That's what Chapter 10 is all about, huh? It's the final choice. It's one of the email, one email or the other. Yeah. Two long weeks with Kurisu. She's one of us. Yeah. She's what the last part was. Integral part. Yeah. Always calm, always thoughtful, always ready with a new hypothesis. That's true. But, I mean, it's all the chaos that unraveled because of it. Was also Kurisu, I suppose, right? And... No. Could create another timeline. How? I don't know. Get to 2? 2%? I don't know. I don't know that if that's how it works. -1? If you can get the 1, why couldn't you get the negative 0? Not negative 1. That's not, I mean, it's like an antimatter, anti-timeline. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
みんなの思いを犠牲にしてまでたどり着いたのがこんな結末なのかよ。
That wasn't his goal, though, I guess. But it's just part of this beta timeline, right? Don't go to Dr. Nightcap. Okay. No, that won't work either. Remember, causality converges. Kurisu's death is inevitable on the beta timeline, just as Mayuri's is inevitable on this world line.
ダメだ。俺は
Well, you can keep jumping.
助けられない。
It's gotta be an option. Maybe Mayuri doesn't die on the current world line. Wait, what? I canceled Mueka's D-mail plus. Oh, well, that's a thing. That's just it. I haven't had an opportunity to check the divergence meter since. Might there be a chance? If the pattern continues, Mayuri's death has been pushed back to the night of the 17th. That's a day, I guess. If Mayuri doesn't die between 7 and 8 p.m. that night, then I won't have to face this horrible decision. Or, I know it's unlikely, I understand that from all my experiences so far, but still I can't help but cling to that hope. And I don't care if the future is ruled by CERN. I'll betray Suzu's dream, if that's what it takes. So please let Mayuri live. To whom should I make this desperate plea? They're gonna make me choose. Well, whatever. I'll choose one, and then we'll choose the other one. We'll see both. The universe itself. Maybe we learn something, and we back up even further, and then fix things. I don't know. Maybe you have to replay the entire game to actually get like whole different. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn both ways that this could go, and then you unlock something that lets you know that as a player, if you go back and replay the game and you make these different choices along the way, like they're just micro choices, that you would change things just enough where everyone survives or something like that. You feel like it's like a perfectly happy ending. You know, I don't know. Why couldn't they do that? I don't know. Maybe that's not the kind of story this is, you know? Okay. Yeah. We've been there in a different world line. Death approaching. There it is, 17th. Just warped up. 2 days, that's good. Here we go. Ah. Okay.
マユリはこれからどうするんだ。
What are you gonna do now? Straight home? I was thinking of going to the lab.
用事は
So late already though, no? A little hungry, just a chicken number one. You know, the usual. Just do what we always do.
じゃあ
Because like he's waiting for it at this point, right? So at least he can keep an eye on her and see what happens. Just being on, you know.
ロボットアニメには興味はある。
I like robot anime, but not so much that I'd line up early in the morning for Kamima each year, like Taru and Mayuri. So why did you come with me today?
それは
Well, to confirm your death. Those words pop into my head, but I quickly shake them away. Why am I so set on Mayuri dying? I want her to live, remember? Well, he wants to check. That's what he said. I just felt like it. So you like her, man. Maybe that's the... No? I don't know, probably not. Suddenly silence. Oh, she... Oh.
ルカ子が
I frankly tried to smooth things over. I thought maybe you'd managed to get Lukaku to cosplay, so I came to laugh at him. Too bad he didn't come. Oh. Luka-kun would be super popular if he did come, though. Wow. I mean, she's expanding as much as Rentaro does on the fanfic.
今日はね
Thank you for today. Why are you thanking me?
だってね
Well, like I said, this is the first time Okanin's ever come to Kamima with me.
まゆしは
It made
結
Mayushi
構
very
嬉し
happy.
かったよ。あ、
Hmm.
でもねそれはおかりんも
We know this. We know this. Keep your promise,
考
man.
えておく
Just dress up. No, don't think about it. Oh, like, just go back and just come to this comic like Kamima, but then like do the cosplay for her, man. He can do that. He can go back one day and change his mind, or 2 days because it's a 2-day event, right?
いい
You
の
cosplay for
ま
me?
ゆり自身も
Only if you cosplay too.
それだけじゃなく
Lukaku too, and Christina, of course. Convince them to cosplay first.
そこまでできたなら
If you manage that, then I, the great and insane mad scientist,
この俺が
Look at the way he's saying it,
サ
though.
イエンティスト法院京馬として
he's like losing all of
この
the
降臨しよう
jazz that he had from the beginning of the game. That's something you will miss if you definitely skip past the voice actor stuff, right? I mean, I need to look for it because I could hear it in the tone of his voice when he was at the beginning of this. And I was like, wait, how's he going to say this? Because he's always said this a certain way. He's always ramped up to it with his vocals, you know? And I wasn't feeling it. I will grace Kamima with my August presence. Takes place this winter. We'll all be there as if none of this ever happened. All of us laughing and smiling together. Just imagine a future like that.
そっか
Well, that's gonna be tough.
険しいでもね今ちょっと想像して
Well,
みたら
you got 2
それ
seasons.
にクリスちゃんはコスプレに興味まゆし頑張ってみるね
Look at that, getting her hopes up. Maybe an hour or two before her death. I look up to the second floor. There's nobody here today. I've got a bad feeling about this. Is Moaka going to ambush us? On the previous world line, I forgave Moaka and Tenoji. Yeah, but that has already been undone. There's a new world line. The Rounders are still alive, and they're still after the time leap machine.
ここでちょっと待ってろ
Oh, I don't know about this. No. I know my efforts are likely futile. Yep. Yeah. Or maybe everyone else is done. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Oh. I can see clearly through the front window. The man in the driver's seat is unfamiliar. Oh, I would have said Braun maybe, but no. No, I guess why would he be? Unfamiliar though. The same one Tenoji used to transport the IBM 5100. And now it's bearing down the street. They came and stole it. Because no one was there? The station wagon flips on its high beams, instantly turning my vision white. I can't move. It's all happening too fast. And kaplunk. There goes Mayushi. I'm fine. I won't die. This world line has approved that fate. No, wait. What day is it? You knew. You knew. Does that mean the death is still decided? Will I die in Mayuri's place? If that will save her, if that will end this, then maybe it's for the best. No, I don't want to die yet. Two contradictory emotions collide in my mind. My body doesn't know which way to turn. Will I be the one to die? She blocks him. Huh? I mean... You know? Deja vu, man. Deja vu, man. You know how this was meant to go. Bleeding from the head, the pavement is slick with blood. Yeah, she did. Did she protect me? She did. She did. She did. I lift her body up in my arms. Her eyes twitch, then slowly open. Oh, reaching for the stars. It's my fault. What?
俺のせいで
She looks straight into my eyes, and for some reason she smiles. Finally, Mayushi was useful. Aw. Don't say that. Stardust handshake. Her delicate fingers grasp at the sky, but all they find is empty air. Her arm goes limp. I grab her hand before it hits the ground. Mayuri is no longer breathing. I've seen her die countless times. But this time, it's too much. This time, it's all my fault. I embrace Mary's tattered body, her lifeless, motionless, tattered body. I clench my jaw and bite back my tears. You can't see the stars from here. How could this happen? Why did she have to die like this? What possible meaning could this death have? Yes, it happened because fate demanded it. Yes, her death is unavoidable, the result upon which this world line converges. I knew from the beginning that this would happen. But I never imagined that she would die saving me, and with a smile on her face. What do you mean? You were finally useful. Tell me, Mayuri. There is no future for Mayuri on this world line. And that brings me once again to the choice. Do I return to the Beta world line killing Kurisu? Or do I leave things as they are and accept Mayuri's death? Yep. But he does not accept.